Archangel Michael. Channeled through Meline Porcelafond. June-12, 2015. Dearest Michael, can you elaborate more on the ways in which this current process of ascension will be actualized in our reality, in this now moment on this current frequency? Note, all differs from soul to soul and depending on the soul contracts. Archangel Michael.
Presently Gaia is subdivided in various frequencies comprised of different vibrations representing the dimensions. On the one hand there is the old matrix, representing the third dimension, but on the other hand there are a number of higher frequencies vibrating at the fourth, the fifth and even the sixth dimension. Currently Gaia already shifted to higher levels and she now holds frequencies up to ninth dimension. They all are present on Gaia in the now. That's the reason so many of you feel themselves increasingly living on different dimensions in a conscious way. In fact, all of you are multidimensional beings and you are experiencing and undergoing this feature progressively. The exact duplicate of Gaia, which I will call Earth, is a holographic reflection and a copy of Gaia, where duality can still exist. With this distinction that life can be continued in all mixed energies of the fourth dimension as well as in the higher and lower frequencies. Those of you existing in a higher frequency, embodying more light, will dwell on Gaia and will also be able to exist on this holographic copy, so also on Earth in the reality of the souls dwelling there, because those souls still create that themselves. That's the way they have always known it, and they continue to create this up to the point that they themselves reach the higher frequency levels. In a nutshell, there will be two exactly the same copies of the souls who will exist as well on the frequency of Gaia and also on the third-dimensional Earth. The difference is that the consciousness of those involved in their process of ascension will reside solely in the embodiment of the fifth, the sixth, or even on higher frequencies, depending on their current degree of consciousness, but that their exact holographic copy on Earth will still exist there in a holographic substance to play its part. It is just that the consciousness and the spirit will no longer linger in the holographic embodiment aspect, and they will embody the higher aspects and the light body experiencing the fifth dimension and the higher frequencies. So you can see yourself existing in the lower holographic Earth all the while you yourself are not directly conscious of this. It is exactly the same as with this current earthly incarnation in which you find yourself now. You have multidimensional and galactic aspects who exist simultaneously but of which you have no awareness, or perhaps you are aware of them but you cannot experience them yet in a conscious way. Why not? Because you do not yet embody these completely and therefore your full consciousness doesn't dwell there yet. The moment that you form the complete embodiment of your higher consciousness, you will become these as well, and then all your lower aspects will lose their embodiment in consciousness. That's the moment when you no longer will experience them consciously. So basically there will be no split but rather a change in consciousness, and this refers to Gaia and to every soul. It can be interpreted as when the full consciousness is going to take on another form which can embody a higher frequency of light from which the old covering is split in holographic aspects, but where everything transforms simultaneously into a lighter form, including the human bodies. Gaia transcends her old embodiment and leaves the holographic exact copy behind, which is in fact the pure old 3D vibration, in its entirety of existence. One can always choose to again manifest their consciousness in this lower copy, this lower frequency of yourself, and thus travel to and fro in time and dimension. I leave this choice open to all of you. Most cordially, Archangel Michael.